Yes, I welcome you back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, sharing, and tuning in today. Last time we looked at three main points we set as boundaries when we are in courtship, and we are continuing with the fourth point, and that is no isolating ourselves from public places. And not only that, even always meeting so much that whenever we meet as partners in courtship, where our pure intention is to please Allah, we should ensure that we don't isolate ourselves from public places, and we should not make it so much frequent. Remember that when we are two, the third person is shaitan amongst the two of us. Many times people love isolating themselves. Boys love calling girls, come to my place and see me. As she comes, you keep up hanging out in your bedroom. A bedroom is a sacred place. It is a private place. It is a place of temptation. Whenever you hang out together, chances are high you are going to be sinful. You must set a limit that if we are to hang out together, where should it be? It should not be into someone's house. Girls are always tempted to go and visit the boy's place all the time. Sometimes to see whether he's not dating some other girl. My dear, if he is to be with you, he will keep to you if he's God-fearing. So the more frequency we meet as couples in courtship, chances are high we are losing the magic. We are becoming familiar to one another, and in the end, we may end up transgressing. So it is ideal not to keep hanging together for so much time, and also not to separate ourselves from the public place unless there is a mahram. Boys love telling girls to visit them, to see how they wash clothes, to see how they know how to cook. All this is killing the magic that we are waiting for on the wedding day. And in fact, this is the reason why many people marry and they even don't get honeymoon. That she marries today, the following day he's at the workplace. Why? Because he is used. There is nothing new. There is no magic. And our major motive is to keep the magic of marriage. Because on that day is when we are having more and more fun. And point number 5, we are saying, the other times talked about not having late night calls. And when you look at late night calls, we are adding this to point number 5, where we say the conversations we talk about. People in courtship, what kind of conversations are you sharing? Why do we fantasize so much about sex? And people are laughing. Yes, when you keep fantasizing so much about sex, discussing the sex styles, discussing the frequency of times you'll be having it, all this is calling you towards temptation. Remember in chapter 17:32, Allah has told us not to come closer, not to come nearer, not to take any route that can lead us into temptation. Because remember, in Islam, sex is sacred and it is a gift that is kept to be unwrapped on the wedding day. So when you fantasize about it, when you are not lawfully married, chances are high that you are going to transgress. Chances are high that you are going to go into fornication. And these things are possible. We can't set that limit, that our conversations shall be limited. That's why people are having late night calls, sweet pillow talks, and they are fantasizing about sex, styles, and all that. Those conversations we make, asking someone's color of the knicker she's putting on, or the pant she's wearing, all those are temptations that are leading us into transgression. Please, limit the conversation to those things that are very important and developmental for you as a couple when you are preparing for a wonderful marriage relationship. And the other point number 6, is we discourage giving big gifts. How people are wondering, why should we discourage it? Yes, love is supposed to be pure, and it is only supposed to be love that is unconditional. True love is unconditional. So when we give big gifts, things like sofa sets, a plot of land, paying tuition for someone for 3 years, you are luring this person into thinking that she is in love with you. But when the real fact is, this person is not having true love for you. She's only having love for the property you are attaching, for the gifts you are attaching. If you give big gifts, You are tempting this person. You are bribing this person's mind. She's not deciding as an individual. Her love is not really true from the heart. Or otherwise, the love is out of the things that you've attached. Paying tuition for 3 years or 4, and many boys have fallen prey of this because girls didn't have true love for them. They only went in because they were vulnerable. They didn't have the tuition. They accepted to be paid for school fees, but they had no true love. And we end up having marriages that are always at crossroads because people didn't have the true pillars of a beginning marriage relationship. Also, we do discourage dependence when we are planning for wonderful marriage relationship, because in marriage we go there as receivers and both givers. We are both receivers and givers. But when we encourage dependence where girls all the time wait to be given, that's not so much good. It is always encouraged for also girls to be those strong women that at least can have an earning, can do something. Even when they are seated home, they can do something to earn a living other than depending on the other side of the person. And those people also sometimes get fed up because the world today is different from the world our parents lived. I thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Our retreat is on, and please don't forget to book in for our retreat that is on 25th December to 1st Jan 2022. And please book now on +256 702 976690. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.